Hello friends, today I am going to explain how to pass JSON object to MVC action method. So I already implemented that example. So I will go to line by line. So this is my output. So whenever user click this button, I am passing an object to my controller action method, and from there it is returning JSON object with, and I am displaying the name is my name, so I mentioned Vasu. So I will show you how I implemented in MVC. So I have created MVC application. This is my sample MVC application, and I have added latest jQuery. So I used jQuery here. So this is my jQuery library. Even though I went and took it on online, so I can use my project jQuery also. So I have used CDN, Google CDN content delivery. So this is I used jQuery. This is I have referenced here in my header, and I will start from controller. So this is my action method. So whenever user click on that button, this action method is going to call, and it's going to pass the JSON object. So here my JSON object is employee object, employee having ID and name. So from here I am again converting my employee object to JSON. This is JSON. So I didn't implement remaining things. So this up to you whether if you want to JSON or without JSON also it will work. But in my case I am just returning JSON to my caller. So this is the JSON. This is the employee object I am going to get from that view, and I can do some operations here. Do some operations, do some work, I can see, and after that you can return that result back to either JSON or normal. So I am converting that object again back to normal JSON, and I am returning that result back to that column, my view. So this is the controller code. So I will go to that my view. This is my view, index view. If you observe here, so here I have created one input button. So in input button I have given ID as btn and value as employee, get employee. This is where you are seeing this button. So so here I have created I have on click of that button using ajax I'm calling my action method. So if you observe here, so in ajax I am passing options. This is my URL. So in URL I am referring to my action method. So this is my action name, post JSON, and this is my controller. So this code will give the URL for this action, route to this action. So I am appending that URL, and I am passing data. If you observe here, this is my JavaScript object. In JavaScript object I am creating object for employee. Please note the names between my employee and name should be same here. Otherwise that MVC inbuilt binding doesn't happen. The names must be same. So that's why I given the same name. So then I am passing this one to JSON stringify. So this is the inbuilt JSON method. If you wanted to pass any object in JSON format, you have to stringify it. So it will convert my object to JSON, and I'm adding that data, that to in my data option, and the content type is JSON and data type also JSON, and type is post here. So this is my HTTP post, so we should mention there. And so we have the callback function, success and error. Suppose if my call is success, then that it will come to here this function with data, so I'm alerting that. And if it is fail, it will come to error. It will show as error. This is the simple code. So we can, this is the ajax code. We can able to pass JSON object to MVC controller. So suppose if we wanted to pass, in any case, JSON object to MVC controller using jQuery ajax, we can able to send that. So this is happening on click of button. So I am referencing using jQuery my button, using button selector. I'm attaching the click. So whenever user click that, this function will execute with these parameters. So let's go and try this. I hope this is very simple example. So I just wanted to update to you, and let me go and try again. Since this is asynchronous, it might take time. Yeah, if you see here, this is the output. And if you wanted to see error, you can tweak the code like throw exception. So this is I am purposefully throwing error. Let me go and try that. Now I will get that error. So since my action method, I am purposefully throwing exception, else this function callback function is executed. Let me roll back. Let's try this with directly employee. So I'm not converting JSON. This is also first time I'm doing. I'm directly passing. Let's see that how. Yeah, this is working. So it's up to us whether we do we need to pass JSON. If you wanted to pass the JSON format, you can do this line. If you don't want, you wanted to call that employee, you can do this. So I hope you understand this, and thank you. Please watch my channel and provide your feedback. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.